So now when we have installed LiveCode, we can actually start using it. And you just need to double click the LiveCode installation, or you can use any kind of, if you have any system. I have a system called Launchbar, and then I can kind of just type LiveCode like this, and it will find the version, and then I will hit return, and it will start starting up LiveCode. So the first time it starts up, well, the very first time, if this is the very first time you run LiveCode, well, then you will actually get another screen before this one where they ask you to register for LiveCode. There is a button, skip, if you don't want to register, but if you do register, well, then you will not miss any special offers from LiveCode, because from time to time they run really good offers actually. But then you will arrive at this start center, as they call it. And you have a couple of buttons down here. And if this is the very first time, if you not used LiveCode at all, then I strongly suggest that you run one or several of these interactive welcome tours. Because here, if you would like to know how to build a user interface, for example, well, then you can go into this one, and then you have 3 different versions here. And Hello World is, of course, the simplest one, and then the to-do list is a little bit more complicated, and then the BMI calculator, it might be even more complicated. And what this one are doing is that they show you directly in LiveCode what you are supposed to do. So if I start this, now I have a double screen, so it actually pops up on the other screen because that's my default. But here it kind of gives you a description of what you will do in this simple application. It's a simple to-do list, okay? And then I say got it, and then there is more windows here, but I will click through them, and then it starts to show you how this is doing. And here it kind of, you see now you have an extra button up here that appeared, and then you can kind of skip to the next step. Like that, and there are more buttons, and it says like this. In this tutorial we will create a stack at iPhone 5 size. Okay, so let's create that stack, new stack, iPhone 5 size, and then it automatically continues because now it realizes you have created that stack, so that step is completed, and then you can continue, and then it will start to show. I click on the inspector, okay, I click on that one, and now you see that it continues moving forward. And all of these that are kind of brownish, they are for your information, and you just click to pass them, and then it shows you something that you are supposed to do. The first property we will set is the title of the stack, okay, and then we should call it to-do list. So we'll name it to-do list, and then when you have done that list like that, it will continue, and then it goes through step by step what you are supposed to do, and you have a small progress up here, so you see how far you have gone in that one. So if this is the first time you're not that familiar with LiveCode, then I strongly suggest that you run through this. But I will actually stop this one now, and I will continue a little bit more with this start center. So I will exit that one, and then I will come back here. Because you can also create a new stack here, and then you can select among these different predefined sizes. You can go to the sample projects, and you can find some kind of tutorials and in-depth guides and forums, and there is also a blog on livecode.com. And if you have registered for an account, you can get to that by this button. Some of these, the sample projects, are also available up here, and the same with the tutorials. And then we have the resources, and then the dictionary. So this is the start center, and in the right pane here you will probably have nothing the first time you run LiveCode, and this is the stacks or the projects that you have worked with prior. So this is kind of the latest stuff you worked with. If you don't want to see this start center anymore when you start up, you can just disable it in the lower right corner here. So this is the Start Center, and let's continue with the other palettes and menus.